Hey there, folk and folkettes. You're listening to an episode of The Daily Riff, the official podcast of the Discord server. You guessed it, Riff-Off. If you aren't a part of our merry band, click the link in the description below to join, as we don't bite. And if you're feeling generous, do subscribe to help us out. And with that, we thank you. Now, on with the regularly scheduled programming. Well, hello, one and all, guys, gals, non-binary pals, those from behind and... Nah, I'm kidding, I'm not Sprout. Anyways, hello, lovely listeners. It is a Wednesday, the 28th of January, 2026. It is the 117th episode of The Daily Riff. I am your magnificent host, Mika Bobika. Of course, bringing you no riff news for the introduction, so shall we get right into the show, my lovely listeners? Of course, as per usual, we have the IRL headlines or IRL news. You know them, you love them, and you're familiar with them. Now, for the first bit of IRL news for Wednesday, Frozen 3 and 4. Frozen 3 is set to release on November 24th, 2027, while Frozen 4 is planned to release sometime in 2028, combining two films for a larger story. Now, more Disney-themed news, the Disneyland update. World of Frozen opens at Disneyland Paris on March 29th, 2026, as part of the newly transformed Disney Adventure World Park. This new themed land features the Frozen Ever After boat ride, a royal encounter with Anna and Elsa, the Nordic crowns, and a spectacular nighttime show over Adventure Bay. That is all we have for you, Disney fans, Disney lovers, Disney enjoyers, and on with the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and of course, those between the gender binary that we love ever so much on the show, we have up next, or I guess up first, we have the segment of the comedic connoisseur, the clown of course, many wonders. We have up for you, Carrie's Corny Jokes. Take it away.
Hello, beautiful people of Riff-Off. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be. Alrighty, today I got 3 jokes for you guys today, and all of them are from the lovely Ari. So listen in to what she had to say. Ari first said, "Hey, did you hear about the fire in the circus? It was intense." If you guys don't get it, either watch Greatest Showman or go see a circus, guys. They're fun. Alrighty, and then the second joke is, what did the hamburger say to his parents when he was introducing them to his girlfriend? "Mom, Dad, meet Patty." If you guys don't get it, it's all in the spelling. But if you guys do want to perhaps see the spelling, because I'm no spelling queen, then go to the Riff-Off community server under Community, where you will find Riff Studios Hub at the bottom. There, you can search for Carrie's Corny Jokes, and there you may send in any kind of corny PG-13 jokes that you may have. And also you can check on all of these jokes that are featured right in this segment. Alrighty, and then the last joke I have for you guys today from Ari is, why is BTS becoming so popular? You can say they're a big hit. If you guys don't get the context, then it is posted right in Carrie's Corny Jokes in the Riff-Off server. So please go check it out and send in any kind of jokes that you guys may have. Alrighty, and that is all I got for you guys today. Thank you, and I'm handing the mic back to you, Mika.
You know, despite how corny those jokes are, and of course, how, ungracefully they're performed, they are always quite funny. So, thank you very much, of course, amazing clown comedian Carrie from Carrie's Corny Jokes. Now, shall we move on with the show? So, now, we will be moving on into the event lineup for, of course, the 28th of January, which is a Wednesday. Now, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a Wheel of Feels with Gemini and Lily Love, or Lily Love and Gemini, depending on how you'd like to put it. Now, Wheel of Feels is, of course, an event where you sing the lyrics of a song and basically change it up depending on how the wheel spins emotionally. And also at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a royal debate with the Queen of Comedy herself, Carrie from Carrie's Corny Jokes. And royal debate, as you know, is a not too serious debate event where you go against people and go in a tournament-style bracket and eventually potentially win a royal debate crown. But with that being said, that is all the events we have for that day, or today, as you should be saying. Now, on with the show. Now, with the usual part of the show where I say it's an ad break, because you're not going to guess this, but it is an ad break.
Have you ever wanted to get the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent? Well, I have the place for you. It's called Riff-Off. Our first performer is Ash from Ash and Avery's Microdramas.
I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Okay, I'll hit it.
Oh my gosh! Yay! A golden buzzer. What does that mean?
Oh, that means you get 1,000 XP and 1,000 Riff coins.
Oh my god! Thank you.
You can buy a golden buzzer in the Riff shop for 15,000 Riff coins. Buy it today.
Thank you once again, Riff Studios, for making a wonderful ad. I do not hear the Golden Buzzer advertisement very often, so honestly, that was quite refreshing of me to put into the show, because, of course, I do decide what goes in and what doesn't on my days. So that being said, shall we move on from our lovely advertisement break on to the next part of the Daily Riff? Anyways, moving on with the show, we have a lovely performance board for you lovely lot, though it is a flashback into the end of last year with Christmas themes. So, shall we see what this performance board holds for us? Well, Jessica, we thank you very much for that choir submission. Honestly, it was quite beautiful, whether or not it included much of you or not. But with that being said, let us move on with the rest of the show. Does anybody really need an introduction to know that it is Ash's junk drawer? Let's see what they will pull out of their magical drawer today.
Howdy, this is Ash speaking. Welcome to the junk drawer, though this is a magical junk drawer. Mary Poppins' bag has nothing on us. Today we've gotten our first suggestions in the Riff Studios hub. It looks like Stolas has managed to slip a guitar pick into the drawer. Now, I don't know how y'all managed to get a key to the drawer, but let's talk a little bit about playing some guitar. So guitar is actually known to be one of the most popular instruments in the world. They show up everywhere, from rock to pop to blues to jazz to metal to classical. They're known for being a social instrument, as they're perfect for so many things like campfires and jam sessions, keeping them socially relevant. The online content has kept the social instrument on social media. Viral guitarists and trends reach millions, and what's cool is that they cross age and culture boundaries, since they are played by nearly every age across nearly every country. They appear constantly in movies, TV shows, ads, and concerts. In fact, live music typically depends on them. Most bands worldwide have at least one guitarist. The name guitar actually has deep roots. They are thousands of years old. Instruments similar to guitars existed over 3,000 to 4,000 years ago in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt. The word comes from an ancient Greek word called kithara, which later influenced the Spanish guitarra. In the 16th to 19th centuries, Spanish luthiers refined body shape, tuning, and playing styles that we recognize today, getting the guitarra one step closer to the modern instrument. The modern six-string classical guitar design was largely established in the 1800s by Spanish maker Antonio de Torres. Steel string acoustics came a little bit later. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, steel strings became popular, especially in folk, blues, and country music. Once in the 1930s, electric guitars took the world by storm. Amplification was added so that guitars could be heard in big bands and noisy venues. Over the next 2 decades, in the 40s and 50s, the solid-body election guitar was introduced. This stringed instrument reduced feedback and allowed louder, cleaner sound. All of this hit an even bigger boom once the 1950s rock and rolled in. Call me Carrie, because that was a great pun. Anyways, rock and roll turned the guitar into a symbol of youth, rebellion, and popular culture. All of the genres you find associated with guitar, like blues, rock, jazz, metal, and pop, have all evolved alongside the evolution of guitars. And while guitars have always experienced new and modern upgrades, they do tend to follow the designs that were set for them over 100 years ago. Fun facts, playing guitar is actually really good for your brain. It improves coordination, memory, focus, and even helps with stress reduction. Your brain actually fires both sides at once while you play. It activates creativity and logic simultaneously, kind of like a mental workout. I would recommend learning to play guitar, as I know it is something that our recommender Stolas enjoys, as do I personally. It's important to acknowledge that everyone is going to sound bad at the start. Literally everyone. Even famous guitar legends that I couldn't tell you their names of went through that same awkward phase, and I could bet a pretty nickel on that one. Plus, once you learn to play, it can boost your confidence. Not only is it a new skill to add to your scout badges, but learning even one song can feel like a superpower. Some songs only use tabs, specific strings, or even just 2 chords. If you learn 4 chords, you'll be absolutely unstoppable. And while I would love to tell you so much more, it appears as though we've run out of time. Time to close the drawer for a week. Hopefully next time I'll see you back here to find some more treasure amongst Ash's junk drawer once again.
Well, I didn't know I needed to hear that much about guitars until I actually heard it from my beautiful partner's mouth. And with that being said, that was a wonderful segment. Thank you very much, Ash. Mwah. Well, folks, I have been your magical, majestic, marvelous, and magical host, Mika Bobika, and I will see you in the next episode of The Daily Riff, where, hopefully, you will make it to the end once again. Goodbye for now.